Hello everyone, we're back on day 2 here. Last time we had the process happen in the main tank. We let the reaction or the product of the reaction settle. So at this point in our main tank we have biodiesel and a little bit of glycerine on the bottom, which we call waste. So the next part of the process is that little bit of glycerine is going to come out of the main tank. As soon as we start our processor again, it's going to pump out of the main tank and it's going to go into the waste, and the waste is going to be in there, and we have our conductivity sensor sensing the minute the glycerine is done. It's going to sense for the biodiesel, and it's going to stop pumping waste. And we only have biodiesel. Obviously it's not going to be our final product. It's going to be still needing washing. So after we pump out the glycerine and the process stops, then the water comes in for the washing process, and we're going to let that settle for 6 to 12 hours, and then we're going to wash it again. So that will be our first wash. So we're going to start our processor again. So you could hear the waste, which is the glycerine, coming from the bottom and going through this pump to the thing. It stopped because there wasn't a lot of glycerine in there, in a sense for biodiesel, so I stopped doing that. And then after that happens, now we have biodiesel that needs washing. So in order for it to actually wash, it takes a minute. Just for the biodiesel we gave a little bit of delay, but after that the water will start pumping into the main container. We have our sensor here that is going to sense for how much water to add, which is going to be double the amount of whatever we have. So as you can hear, after a little while the water start pumping and the mixer also start mixing, and this is what we call the washing process. So it's moving and it's dumping water. It's still sensing for it. We also set up the water so it would actually stop and go, just to assimilate the washing process. This washing process, basically the water goes through whatever the biodiesel we have, the dirty biodiesel, and it's gonna again get the whatever glycerine in that biodiesel to sink in the bottom, and then we'll be able to get that glycerine out. And as we do more washes, the biodiesel cleans up more and more, and the glycerine basically becomes, we have no more glycerine basically in our system. So this is the washing process. As you can hear it, the mixer is running, the water is running, the water is coming from the bottom here. It's going through that. There's a pump inside the water bucket, and it's going up through here inside the main tank. We could actually show you this part here if you want to take a look at the water running. Or actually I would rather not do that. Oh yeah, actually I wouldn't want to do that because then I'll mess up the sensor reading. So as you can see, it seems like the water now is double the amount of whatever we had left in the tank, and that's the exact amount we wanted to add for the washing process. We're going to let everything settle, so more glycerine will form in the bottom, which will be our waste, and that will be pumped out from the main container into the waste, and that will be now that the sensor stopped, we'll just show you that there's a lot of water there, and there's a washing process going on. That's the washing process right there. So we're going to let that settle from 6 to 12 hours. After we're done with that, we'll get the glycerine out of there as the waste, and we'll have a cleaner biodiesel than what we began with. Thank you for your attention and your time. We'll see you at the next step, which will be the next pumping out waste and washing whatever we have left. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.